Catch-22, a classic by Joseph Heller. Yossarian, the protagonist of Catch-22, is a soldier in World War II that believes everyone is trying to kill him. He is part of a quirky Air Force squadron that has flown many missions together. The minimum number of missions required before being released from the Army quickly changes from 45 to 50 as Yossarian reaches his 44th mission. Throughout the book, the missions raise, approaching numbers as high as 80. Yossarian pleads insanity because of his paranoia and demands to be grounded. That cannot happen because of Catch-22. My favorite character in Catch-22 is Hungry Joe, because he was always causing problems and adding a comic release when things were tense. He is one of the only soldiers in the story that everybody believes is crazy. He considers himself a Life magazine photographer and tells the ladies about it so that they will pose for him nude. Every time Hungry Joe goes to sleep, he has violent nightmares that will make him scream in the middle of the night, adding comic release in every tense situation. There was only one catch, and that was Catch-22, which specified that a concern for one's safety in the face of dangers that were real and immediate was the process of a rational mind. Org was crazy and could be grounded. All he had to do was ask, and as soon as he did, he would no longer be crazy, and he would have to fly more missions. Or would be crazy to fly more missions, and sane if he didn't. But if he was sane, he had to fly them. If he flew them, he was crazy and didn't have to, but if he didn't want to, he was sane and had to. Yossarian was moved very deeply by the absolute simplicity of this clause of Catch-22, and let out a respectful whistle. That's some catch, that Catch-22, he observed. It's the best there is, Dr. Nika agreed. This is my favorite quote because it is the first mention of the title of the book. It explains what Catch-22 is. Catch-22 isn't an actual thing, but rather just an explanation when there is no explanation. In Catch-22, a pilot, Kid Sampson, is chopped in half by a plane's propeller, and the soldiers just leave his legs lying on the beach. His legs constantly bother Yossarian because he believes the soldiers should remove the legs, but he never removes them himself. I would recommend this book to anyone who enjoys being entertained. Catch-22 is full of intense scenes followed by comic releases that help elicit a plethora of emotions all at once. The reader is on his or her toes when a comic release interrupts the scene, and the reader is almost forced to burst out laughing. Catch-22 is entertaining and based on a true story.